Hello, everybody. I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas Eve today, a Merry Christmas tomorrow. I hope that it's a time for you and your family and friends today to be together, to enjoy one another's company, to love on each other, to minister to one another, and as Pastor Mike has been talking about, for each one of us to spend some time meditating on why Christ came, what was his purpose, what it means to us, and of course, that's what we want to do. I mean, that is the true meaning of Christmas, right? And so let's spend some time meditating on him today. Our devotion for today that we're reading, it's the end of Luke chapter 1. Leads us right into the Christmas story tomorrow. And it's the story of the birth of John the Baptist. And we also find Zechariah's prophecy here. And you may know that I preached on this recently. And just thinking a lot about Zechariah and how he spent those 9 months meditating on the promises of God, thinking about what God had said he was going to accomplish. Remember, after the angel Gabriel came and revealed to Zechariah that John the Baptist was going to be born and he was going to be a prophet that came before the Christ, that Zechariah was immediately unable to speak. And for 9 months, he had that time to meditate on the promises of God. And just, I can't even imagine to dream and to think about what God was doing. And then at the birth of John the Baptist, his mouth is opened, and what does he do? He begins to just sing and glorify God and prophesy and talk about not just what God was going to do, but what God had accomplished for him, for the Jewish people, for all of us. One of the things that Zechariah talks about is that we can serve God now without fear, in holiness and in righteousness. And isn't that what Christ came for, what he did for us? And we can serve God without fear. There's nothing in this world that can separate us from the love of God because of what Jesus did for us, because of this Christmas message, and how he became the sacrifice for our sin. We don't have to be afraid of our own sin, of our own lack of righteousness. There's no power in the world, no worry for today or troubles that we may face tomorrow will ever be able to separate us from the love of God we have through Christ Jesus. That's what he won for us. And we can serve him in holiness and righteousness. Not my holiness, not your holiness. The holiness and righteousness that Christ gave us. You know, there is so much for us to reflect upon about what Jesus did for us and what this Christmas message means. And I pray that today will be a time of not just joy and enjoying each other's company, but a time of reflection on the Christmas message. I am thankful for you guys listening to this today. And just remember to minister to one another. We won't have devotions during the next week, but we'll pick back up with the new year. But let's continue to read through our passages. Remember to pray for one another. Remember to minister to one another. God bless you guys.